When was the last time you saw me on TV? See, that's not right. With the pandemic, bringing people into my home is kind of risky. But the stars in entertainment, moguls in media, icons in business, political brand names, and hot-stepping trendsetters are coming over. They're coming over for the tea with MisRed. A lot of the times you don't actually get to acknowledge the creatives in this country that actually make our industry, music industry, thrive. Now today, we're actually going to be having some iced tea because it's going to be so much heat on set with the two guests that I have today. So I'm going to be having Bryan K and 𝘪𝗪𝗪𝘥𝘪𝘪. They've got a collaborative project that's called 𝗪𝗪𝗥𝗏. We're going to be talking about that, but such a celebration. I'm really excited to have them. So let's go and have some tea. Traditionally, what we do on the teas, we have hot tea. But today, because there's so much heat in this space, we decided to have iced tea. So I'm really excited because I could have Bryan K and 𝘪𝗪𝗪𝘥𝘪 join me. So gentlemen, this is my version of tea today. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so you can grab your glasses. We have a long conversation for today. So let's quickly talk. Yeah. I'm excited about you guys because seldom do you find collaborations like big super groups in Zimbabwe. So I can say you guys are almost like a super group, but a collaborative super group. Because one, you're like a celebrated producer. You've worked on Coke Studio. You've worked with big artists across the African continent. Yeah. That's 𝘪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝘪.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Darlington. Hello,
yes,
darling.
Exactly.
Right? And then Bryan K, not only are you a winner of one of our first big competitions around music, but you're also a very celebrated artist, award-winning, and you've given us, I think you've given me the soundtrack to my life with your first project. That was your first album. I don't know if I've ever told you.
Yeah.
You know the story, right?
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, gentlemen, for coming through. I'm really excited to be talking to you. So first and foremost, let's just give a background to Zimbabweans about who you are individually before we actually talk about the collaborative project. So we'll start with 𝘪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪.
Okay, I'm going to the glass down for
yeah,
this.
because talk to us.
It's a lot. Where should I start?
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
The beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up in music. My dad is also a producer
yes.
of sorts. Yeah, but he's into gospel music. So we used to run the studio called 𝑉OJ, and it would record like most of the gospel artists that were happening like early 2000s. And then so I grew up watching a lot of artists come through to the studio, going in and out. So I would join in some sessions like after school. The first thing I would do when I come from primary school, some kids would go watch cartoons. I would go to the studio and watch artists record. So I started to get into music. And my dad taught me like how to make music. I made my first song when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
Never stopped since.
So he wasn't like those typical conventional parents who were like, yeah, you can do music, but it has your school.
It was kind of like that because I want to be a scientist, I want to be a doctor, I want to be but niggas don't know how to gaze.
This is what I like. I love music.
I like music, yeah.
Okay, so that's where it started from. And then Bryan K.
Yeah.
Where did you start?
𝘪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪.
Really?
Yeah.
I always think that you're someone from Harare. Okay.
I think
Okay, so you were in 𝘪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪
and my uncles and aunts waenda ku seventh day. So we always used to sing mahima na obu mindy pambe, you know, and I grew up, you know, loving the Jackson 5. So I'd always, you know, be singing along, trying to, you know, dance the way they used to.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, I think munesanda music munomu untombeta stage kuti ngochinza aiwa itazo kuchikoro itazveishe nepressure yo chitaura toita doctor and writer shishi. But then with my mom ndakatanga kuenda kunoplaya kunze ndichibhadhara. Ndawanza kuti
Did she know that that's what you were doing?
she knew, because when I told her I wanted to do music, she was like, aiwa ufana kuita chikoro oda. But ndangoti only way kuti ndowaradza kuti zvinoshanda ndikandizviita.
Saka waita musikanzo ke?
Zvisingaiti.
Because kana momza kuti usaite and then you wait foot.
But wanna look at,
I like that.
look at us now.
I love the answer. So let's fast forward a little bit. So you entered a competition, you won it.
Yeah.
Right. What was the competition, by the way? Just remind us.
Star Bride.
Star Bride. That was the first ever Starbridge, yes?
No.
Or was it the second?
The second. I think
Okay.
it had aired, I think, in 91 and 92. But the relaunched version was the first. Yeah.
And that's where you popped off.
Yep.
Okay. I've been in love with you ever since, if I can say that. Musically, that is. Yeah, musically I've been in love with you. And in Young DLC, I think I've been following your journey of how you became this big creator. But at what point did you move to South Africa?
Straight out of high school, like I did one term A level, and then I was just like, guys, no.
It's
not working.
Yeah.
And then they were like, so what's your plan? You should take your life seriously. Like there was a whole family meeting about this.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to prove everyone wrong.
And say you can do this. So you went to South Africa, and did you get into a school there, or what happened?
I went to study. I was studying music business and music production. So I got really into like production, like the technicalities of production and business. So that's what I've been doing, and then started the 𝗂𝘺𝗥𝗏 hustle. And yeah.
It's a serious one, right?
Yeah, it's a serious one, but someone has to do it.
I like the fact that you talk about you studying the business of music or music business. A lot of people don't know that there is a business to music. Yeah. So if you can run us down in terms of what people are doing wrong in Zimbabwe, just a few things. I know there's a lot, but give us your top 3 things that you feel they're doing wrong.
I don't know about what people are doing wrong. I know what they're doing right.
Okay.
I know that right now we're in a better position than we were 10 years ago. Because a lot of people are now conscious like, oh, actually this person didn't have money a few years ago. Now they have money, they're in a better position in life. So I think we have more and more artists starting to demonstrate by results of what music can do to one's career. So it's no longer just it's actually something that's gaining some respect in some aspects. So yeah, that's what I can say we're doing right.
And then there's things like Kuti, you can actually make money from songwriting, from your rights. What is that called? I'm trying
Copyright.
Copyright. Yeah. Yes, a lot of people don't know that. Bryan, I know you guys, you do a lot of education around that, but how do we get people to conscientize, especially people in your industry, who know you can actually make money not only from you being the performer, but the songwriter, the producer? What do we need to do?
Just have the information out there. Especially in this day and age where Google knows everything. If you really want to learn and you look at yourself, you look at your career, and you're not happy with where you are, it does something about it. So what we can do is just have information out there, talk about it, teach. But it's also our partner to make sure the information is out there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm glad we're having these conversations. It's very honest conversations. Before I get into the collaborations or the collaboration that you guys had, are you single?
I'm dedicated and committed to my music.
Wow!
Fully.
Wow!
So
I love
no, I love the music, so.
Oh, right. Nobody love you, is it? Bryan.
I love my mama.
Darlington, Young DLC. Bryan?
So.
Why are people thinking about this question? Like, chichkudazoyitika.
I don't know what to say. Go offend our Gunzo.
Oh,
right.
But when you got my relationship big.
No, my relationship big.
Oh, you.
How you gonna throw me under the bus just like that, bro?
Wow. Not to offend anyone.
Yeah, I am. Reflector.
Oh, I was in love with the music, but
I am.
We are dedicated to the music, but
the love for the music, I change it.
All right, but Uripa reflection.
But yeah, you can go now to Twitter. Say
this is where you get those PR answers from the celebrities in Zimbabwe. So I asked this because your collaboration, it had a lot of love and a lot of emotions around relationships. So in my head, I'm thinking you guys have to be in a place of relationships to actually exude the level of intensity that you had in this collaboration, right? So it's called Care Package. Care Package. How did we get to Care Package, and how did we get to you two working together? Because individually you're giants on your own, but Marazo Nyazo, how did we get to a place where you two got together?
Yeah, like the first time we met, me and Bryan, it wasn't even set. It was another session, and then Bryan just came. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then we just been going back and forth, and then last year that's when we actually like sat down and we started hanging out, and through hanging out, because we're both creatives, and we just end up doing what we both do, and be like, that's cool. Yo, we should try this and we should try that, and then from trying a lot of stuff, and believe me, we did try a lot of stuff. We ended up to reaching a point where we're like, yeah, I think we have.
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So this, when did this particular Care Package? When did you guys record it?
The first song we recorded it on the
1st of January.
First New Year's. Yeah. What were you? Can you take a moment? Saka mwangajo epila tomorrow ngara muri studio mugadzira music.
Teto epila.
Epila kwacho. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you had your first one. Which one?
Nani.
Yeah.
Nani. Okay. So this project Care Package, how many songs is it? Because it's an EP, extended play.
Yeah.
I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
I'm learning as I go. So does this mean it's an album, or what does it mean when you say extended play?
Care Package is it's an evolving body. So far there are 3 songs. There might be more. So we call it an EP because it might just extend.
Oh, okay. I got you. Because I know album is like a set in stone, this amount of songs and that's that. But it's an EP, an evolving album, an evolving project.
Body of work, yeah.
Okay, I like that. So Nani was the first song that you guys had.
Yeah.
And then what came next?
Body. It was Body because Tamba was the song.
Yeah, Body came first. But we finished Tamba first.
Yeah.
Before.
So let's break it down from the beginning. So we had Nani, Tamba, and Body. Okay, so what is Nani?
In a different meaning depending on context. So it means different things
for different people
in different places in the song. So Bambacho Nani better. Yeah.
Okay, and then we go to Tamba.
Yeah.
What's Tamba about?
It's called Tamba Some More.
Tamba Some More.
Yeah.
Why are we dancing more?
We didn't actually know what's called the song. It's Tamba, and then it's like some more. Give me some more. And then
so
like yo, Tamba
some more. Okay, so you're clearly cool kids, and then the last one, Body.
Body, yeah.
What did she guys?
Movie.
Ndoja nanjivunza izvozvo kuti muri marelationships here because zvamukutaura izvi ndizvo vanga vari kunyatsonzwisa zvokuiti.
Body is a temple. That's like sometimes you just want to worship in the temple, yeah? So like a song about it.
Okay. Word. Gentlemen, so where do we find this project? Because where do we find this project?
It's there on all online platforms. So iTunes, Spotify, YouTube is there as well. Bryan K, Vivo, Young DLC. Yeah, Audio Mac. The album, the EP is there. Go check it out.
Thank you guys for making time.
Thank you for having us.
And making me have iced tea because your heat.
Yeah, we need.
It's too much. Yeah, let's drink some more. Let's drink some more to this new collaboration, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.